What's up, guys? It's Andy with Andy's Angels, bringing you some more content. Today we're going to be adding some Amazon sword and some of that other plant that somebody told me the name of, but I can't remember. And we're going to be adding it to the FlowerHorn tank. I'm going to give it a little bit of green, just like I like a little bit of nature in all of my tanks. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to hope it looks good, and I might even leave the decoration that it has on right now, or I might take it off. We'll see how it is. So for starters, I went to the shed in the back, and I found some of like my mom's plant pots that she like buys from the store, and these are like the store ones. So she takes the plant out and puts it in her own pot. And I'm using this black one because it's gonna blend in with the background. And then I got this extra one from back there too. And I'm just gonna keep it with rocks. This one I'm not gonna be using. I'm gonna be using this one. So what I'm gonna do is I put these rocks to weigh it down, and also it has like holes. So that carob sea stuff that I'm gonna use to plant as a planting soil is very thin, like the rocks are. So they would go through that hole. So I decided to put this stuff on there. I was gonna put this netting, but I figured I want the roots to come through so I can see some growth. If you guys remember, this used to be in the tank that the FlowerHorn is now. It's about almost a full 5, not really, I mean 3/4 of the 5. And this is what I'm gonna use to put in here to plant the plants. It's still moist. I kept it wrapped with a bag, and that's how I'm gonna keep it always. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one where this one goes, because this one's huge, and this is the one I want in the 125, and also one of these guys I'm gonna put in the sorry, not 125, but the 100, and I'll probably just leave it at that. I'm gonna rinse these out. What's up, Roscoe? Hey, new guy. I'm gonna rinse these out, and so that one over there is gonna go here. This one's gonna go in the 100, and so is that. What I like to do is rinse it out in some clear from the drain. So now that I've rinsed both of my plants, I'm gonna put this guy right like a little bit in front of center, and the other guy right behind him, this one, and I'm gonna fill it with these rocks so they can stay steady. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put this guy in here in the front, and we're gonna put this guy right in the back. I know it doesn't look right now because this guy's laying down, but it's just not strong enough to like stand on its own. But now we're just gonna fill it with this stuff, carob sea. I can't remember what kind of soil it is, but it is for plants. And we're just gonna fill the whole pot. So now that we got the plant going, we can't forget to remove this sticker because of the ink. We don't want it affecting our fish. Boom, got it off. We toss that. All right, so here we go. Just gotta do it slowly so it fills up with water. As you guys can see, I will also be moving the power head over to the other side. Now, it's time for this little guy to go in the 45. Woo, smells like chlorine. Now they don't like to be buried in there, so if you can leave some of the roots out like so, where you could see the little knob of them, that's perfect. Just weigh it down. There we go. It looks a lot like it's got a lot less plants now, but I will propagate these plants and make it filled up again. Now that I'm done with these rocks, I'm gonna cover them. So I made up my mind. This guy's got to go, but let me know. Hey, I might put him in if you guys think he should stay, but I think, ooh, watery. I think this will make it into another tank later on. You guys, this is one of my other puppies. Well, this is my mother's puppy, and he can't be down here for 5 seconds without chewing anything. Like, he has to chew everything up. Look at, he's the sweetest though, so you can't be too mad at him. Do you guys think I should try adding these two catfish with the FlowerHorn and see how that goes? They were fighting with the Frontosa because the Frontosa wanted that spot where these guys used to live. So I did notice the Frontosa had these guys kicked out, and while I was watching them, one of these guys actually got in a fight with the Frontosa, and now the Frontosa has a torn fin, and one of these guys has a torn top fin. I don't know which one it is. I just cleaned this tank yesterday, but look at it. It's already really dirty. So I don't know if I should put these two catfish with the FlowerHorn, or if I should wait till I get like bigger tank and set him up with an Oscar, because I do want to get an Oscar. So I don't know what I should do or what is good for them. I've been pretty busy here in the fish room with the new fish and taking care of this ick, but I think all the ick is officially gone, and I'm gonna start dipping all my nets and my siphoning hoses in some water treated with that ick treatment, just to make sure there ain't no parasites. I've also done some research, and some people say to use some like Clorox mix, but I'm a bit scared, and I also don't want my nets to be ruined, even though I can get, you know, a bunch of nets every so often just to keep them fresh. But that's not an expense I want to have. That's just extra money. I'd rather just spend it on so fish. Let me show you guys the angelfish that, if you guys remember, I treated with the super ick. I did one treatment for 48 hours, and this is the result. I did do a huge water change, probably 50 to 75%, even though it recommends to only do a 25%, and then get some activated carbon in your tank. For one, I don't use any carbon or any filter system shy of this sponge and the air to get it going. So I did a huge water change to get all the blue out, and it only stained this guy, which I don't really care. That's like a little throwaway decoration that I tossed in there to give these guys something to grace on. But the cool thing is, guys, no ick whatsoever. Zero ick. No one died. Everyone's perfect. So that would be the medication I would jump on, is the super ick. It's probably, I think it's only like $5 or $6 for that container, and it treats a lot of tanks if you have a bunch, or it can give you a lot of treatments if you're a bad fish keeper and you keep getting ick on your fish, which means you're doing something wrong with either your water or your filtration, or something's going on for your fish to keep having ick. So for, I think it was like $6, this thing treats 118 gallons. It's good for fresh and salt water also. You do the same for both. You just be careful for your coral, be careful for your plants. I had some freshwater plants or floating plants in the little angelfish 30-gallon tank. Sorry, I was coughing there for a second. But they melted really bad, like they're dying. I'll show you guys how bad they are. Like I don't know if they're gonna survive, but we'll see. I don't really care for them, but I mean I care for all the plants. Great. I just I started squeezing this thing. See what it did to the plants. So if you have a planted tank, I would suggest probably removing the fish that have ick and putting them in an empty tank, and then treating the planted tank with salt and not leaving any fish in there so they can't have a host to feed on. But that would be my only recommendation. Other than that, if not, just let them melt, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I want to thank all you guys that have subscribed and that have been watching my videos. It's a lot of motivation just to know that I have a little channel going and to know that there's people interested in my content. Really want to thank all you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.